Hello everyone! Today I'm gonna show you how I make stickers that I sell for my business using a Cricut and my printer. So let's get into the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy it. First, I make all my designs with my Apple Pencil and Procreate, and I'm struggling to find, obviously, which project I'm gonna show you. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff in Procreate, and I should probably organize it better. So I designed all my recent cake stickers in here, and I'll show you like a time lapse of them all. I drew them all on the same project, just so it would be quicker to export them all. Here's that process. And then I export them all as a PNG and I size them into the Cricut. And the Cricut has an app for the iPad. Some people prefer to use the computer version. I just use the app on the iPad because it's easier to transfer all the PNGs over because they're already on my iPad. And I import them individually, and I size them all to be 2 by 2 inches. They're not all exactly that because some are taller cakes and some are different sizes. So some of them are like 2 by 1.75, so they're just all close to 2.2, and I just check that, and then I group and attach them all so they don't move around. So they're in the same exact place I put them on the mat. So when it prints out, it's where I placed all the cakes on the paper. And then I send it to my printer, and I print on photo paper. We'll set the settings to photo paper because I use vinyl. And I set it to the best quality. And I should probably put my printer on a better table because it shakes the whole table like crazy. But the exact printer I use is a Canon Pixma. I can't remember the exact number, so I will put that there when I'm editing it. And it prints pretty good. Not pretty good. I say really good. I mean, it's kind of slow and a little loud, but not as loud as the Cricut. And it prints very nicely, but you have to be sure to set it on high quality and the right type of paper because it will print lines across them. So here it is, all glossy and shiny. I really like the sheen on it. I hope you do too. And then I load it onto the mat for the Cricut. My mat is not that sticky anymore, so I use tape just to be sure that the paper does not move at all and cut wrong, because then I have to start all over and it makes me very, very mad. And I usually keep the mat covered with the sheet of plastic it came with so it doesn't get any dog or cat hair on it because my animals shed everywhere and don't know not to get on tables because they're rude. Then I'll load it into the machine, but I always try to tape the top and bottom first so it doesn't move and ruin the cut. And to just load it, you press the arrow button in the Cricut, on the Cricut. And I use sticky cardstock as the setting, so it cuts all the way through the paper, so I don't have to cut around and make squares. I can just peel it off so it's a die cut. And here it is cutting, and the noise is not lovely. I know. I say that's like one of the only downsides to making your own stickers is the awful noise you have to live with on a daily basis. I don't know. Some people like that noise. I just think it's very, very annoying. I can tell my cats hate it and my dogs hate it too. So It usually takes like a minute or two for it to be done cutting. It depends how intricate the cuts are, but I usually don't mind waiting because I usually just read a book or work on other designs while I'm waiting. And then I get my stickers on out of there. So the wait time doesn't bother me because if you had to order it online, you'd have to wait much longer anyway, and you don't even know if you'd like them. And you can test out your own stickers on one sheet of paper instead of ordering a bunch and then you don't like them. So, yeah, that's why I like making my own. And here I am peeling them off. It's pretty easy. You just peel that off and they come cut out. The bad thing about this batch, though, is that it has like the white trim, which I was not planning out. It did not cut the right lines where I had put it, so I have to calibrate my machine. So to do that, you just go to your machine settings and then you hit calibrate my machine. And I printed out the calibration sheet. And it doesn't matter what type of paper you do that on. I did that on cardstock because it was just closest. And then you stick it on in the Cricut. You put it back on that mat and stick it on. I still taped it because it probably would have come off. And it cuts around the rectangle and the square and all the shapes on there. And you have to see if it cut those correctly. And tell the Cricut app or website, whichever you're on, if it cut correctly. And it cut the rectangle and square correctly. So I moved on to the finer calibrations after this. For the finer calibrations, it just cuts across all the lines from the top row and on the side row. And you have to determine which one in that both rows has the line cut directly in the middle. So you have to determine out of 1 through how many numbers there are on it. I cannot remember at this moment. And how many letters are on it. You have to determine if it cut directly through the line or to the side. And it will cut some to the side, and you have to decide which one cut directly in the middle. And I have to go look at it up close, and the app tells you to go up and look with a flashlight so you can look better. To examine it, I have to see if it cut through the lines correctly. I'm going to repeat what I just said. I have to see if it cut through the line directly and not by the side. So let's look at the top line. It did not cut through it at all. Oh, which one? I'm dumb. You have to see which one out of the top lines it did cut directly in the middle. So you have the option through 1 through 21 to see if it cut directly through the line. And on my machine, it cut directly through the line on, let me examine it more, on 19. And then on the right line, it cut, which goes through A through U. It cut directly through R. And there you go. Now I have to check the big rectangle to see if it cut that correctly. Yeah. Next. Oh, it unloaded. And calibration complete. So let's get back to my stickers, and hopefully the machine is fully calibrated and they will turn out right this time. Woohoo! Okay. I think it will be good this time. It will be good. I just know it will. Poking them all out. There we go. Ah! That was aggressive, yes. Okay, what I don't understand is how Midnight's is perfectly fine. That sticker, but some of them aren't. So, okay, this one's good. I'm gonna have to redo the thingy again. You know what I'm talking about. The calibration, that's the word. That's the word. Okay. Evermore is good. Fearless, this one is not cut out right. Speak Now is good. Let's see, is this 19? Yeah, that one's good. Reputation looks good. And this one looks good. So it's just the Fearless, Folklore, and okay, this one's good. So it's just Folklore that isn't cut out right, and Fearless, and Debut. So it's a calibration issue since some of them were cut right and some of them weren't. My gosh, I'm losing it today. Okay, so I realized what my issue was, or at least I think I did, is that the bleed wasn't on. So that was just me being a little bit ditzy. But I do this, I make stickers all the time, so I don't know why it's going bad. But I guess you are seeing the true process of what it's like for me to make stickers, because my memory's poop and I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So this is the true process, and I'm not glorifying it and making it seem like so aesthetic. No, I'm a mess. So my sticker process making is a mess. So go buy stickers, because I make sure they're perfect, and I won't sell them unless they are perfect. So check it out in bio. Just a reminder. Okay, I swear I usually don't have to test print this much. My printer was just being, not my printer, my Cricut was being a butt. But just like ordering online, you'd also have mistakes too. And you have to go through them and try to find the off ones. And it depends where you get them from. It might be good, it might be bad. So it's just like any other shop. And they finally cut out right. Are you proud? I'm proud. And I honestly like making them myself because I have more control over the paper I want, and I could just go out and buy any paper I want. I don't have to choose from their limited section, and it's fun. I like to load the machine. I just like the overall process, and it's very calming. But I get the pros of ordering your own stickers online. It's a lot less work. So you really just have to do what's right for you. But I think this is what's right for me. Let me know in the comments if you guys prefer to order your stickers online or make your own stickers if you have a shop. And sorry, I'm struggling to pick them up, but that's because I have very short nails. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And consider stopping at my shop and subscribing. Bye.